Aroma Thyme team. Today I'm going to talk about Royalty Rewards and how valuable Royalty Rewards is to Aroma Thyme. Basically, Royalty Rewards is a great way to keep in touch with our guests, and it's basically a membership and it's free, so anybody can sign up. You want to pre-qualify people with some basic questions before you just sign everybody up, because Royalty Rewards has a lot of great offers and we do a lot of mailings. But of course, if you sign people up in Alaska, Florida, Virginia, even the state of Maine, or even New York City, and they're not regulars to the area, then it's hard for them to take advantage of our offers, and they're going to think we're the most annoying people ever, sending them these big oversized postcards, these great birthday offers that they just can't simply use. So here at Aroma Thyme, we like to find out up front if people are actually part of our membership, part of our club. And it's very easy ways to find that out. For instance, when you take a reservation, you can simply ask them if they're a member. When they sit down at a table, you can simply ask them, again, if they're a member. But the neat thing is when you hand them menus and our special menus, which is the metal binder, most cases there'll be member pricing for drinks or maybe a dinner special or something. We usually try to do a few items with special pricing for our members to appreciate them above and beyond all the offers that they get. So for instance, currently we're doing $1 off of all wine and tap beers. So as you place the menus down and you open the page of the specials and the wine and beers, it's easy there to simply say, if you're members, there's an extra savings tonight. And of course that might prompt people to say, well, we're not members, how do you become a member? And that's your opportunity to interject and all of a sudden now start selling our program. So there's many ways that you can actually talk to people about Royalty Rewards. If people are here celebrating their birthday, one of our best offers is a birthday offer. You can simply sign them up right then and there. Of course, they're not going to save that night. But if they're coming to us for their birthday and they don't have an offer, imagine what they will do if they do have an offer. So be conscious, take your blinders off and realize what's going on at the table and why they're here. And there's a lot of opportunities to actually fill people in. But of course, the last resort option is at the end of the meal when you actually give them their check and they begin to pay, because at that point you really need to ask them, are you a member? Because at that point they will have a card, a membership number, they'll have an iPhone app, they'll have a name that they can give you where you actually have to add points onto their purchase. The single most important thing is that you mention to every single table that walks in the door. This program is a huge success for us here at Aroma Thyme Bistro, and this has helped us grow our business every single year. The more of a success Aroma Thyme is, the more money you guys make. It's very simple. The more customers are in the seats, the more people are having fun, and it's just a whole around home run. So please, don't forget anybody. So there's a lot of benefits. We sort of talked about the benefits. Now I'm going to get really down to what the benefits are. Every time a customer, a guest, spends $1 at Aroma Thyme, they accumulate 1 point. For every 200 points they spend at Aroma Thyme, they will get a $10 gift certificate back right in the mail via a postcard. It's very simple. Plus, there's all other sorts of promos like a birthday offer. We do a lot of offers for holidays like Thanksgiving, graduation. Any time of the year we can simply send out offers. So this is how people officially sign up. There's actually a little packet here which we have to get all of their information and they get a card that night. Now the most important thing, there's a lot of important things here. The most important thing is you get their information correctly and it's legible. These are little boxes that have to be filled out, and it's your responsibility as an associate to help our guests fill these out and make sure we have all the correct information. So can you imagine you spending the whole meal selling this program to a guest, and they're so excited they sign up and we can't read their email, we don't have their address, there's something wrong in here, and they'll never ever hear from us again. And that, for a guest like that, that would be terrible, because it was like we forgot them, and we don't want to forget anybody. So you have to make sure everything is legible, and please do not give them the card until everything is fully filled out here. And if you have to, please fill it out yourself. A lot of guests look at it and say, oh my gosh, I don't have time to do this. And that's when you simply say, I can do it, I just need a few key things in here. Not everything needs to be filled out. And then just basically their name, their address, phone number is very important, and their email is extremely important. And of course, our best offer is our birthday offer, so don't let them leave without giving you their birthday. Some people are hesitant about saying the year. The year is totally not necessary. Even the day of the month is not necessary, because they get the offer for the whole month of their birthday, just not their birthday. So sometimes members come in and they don't want to mention anything to us because they forgot their card. No problem. That's very easy to fix. Have the member just tell you their name, their phone number, get as much information as you can from them. Or if they have an iPhone or a smartphone, there's actually an app now, Royalty Rewards app that they can just show you right on the screen their whole membership number. You can actually scan their phone with the wand. It is so easy. So once a guest comes in with a huge 6x9 oversized postcard that says happy birthday or some other offer like a welcome postcard, there's going to be a barcode on there in a little cutout box. That's where the actual offer is contained. So we have a separate terminal here. We actually have two separate machines here. We have a scanner to scan the barcode, and then we have a swipe machine, looks like a credit card machine, to actually swipe their member card. The member card is a black card. It says Aroma Thyme Bistro Royalty Rewards, and on the back has one of those magnetic strips that we're used to. You just swipe that right through. There's a whole procedure on how to actually bring that in to and make sure it's properly credited to their account. Please make sure you understand this whole system complete before you ring in a sale yourself. Please grab a senior associate and they'll be able to help you. There's nothing worse than coming in here and spending a couple $100 and never getting a reward for it, never getting a point. But what's really bad, if a guest isn't activated in the computer for 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, they become inactive. And it's just sometimes a careless mistake because the guest was here, the member was in the restaurant, they didn't mention it, their card didn't get swiped properly, their offer didn't get put in properly, and they'll be a lost and forgotten guest or a lost and forgotten member, and that's terrible. We never want that to happen. Because we send out a lot of really cool offers, sometimes a guest will walk in with multiple offers or out-of-date offers, and they'll want to show them to you and say, can I combine these? Can I use them all? Our simple policy is one per party, one per table, one per event. So no, they can't really combine all these offers together. We can simply extend the expiration date so the guests can actually use, or the member can use their offers, because we never want an offer to go to waste. But of course, we just can't give away our food because we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have a job. If you have any questions on that, please grab a senior associate, grab myself or Jamie, because we'll be happy to go to a table and explain. However, in our wine list on the back page is a full list of terms and conditions, and before the member comes to the restaurant, they can actually look on our website on aromathymebistro.com on the homepage. On the bottom right hand side, they can click for our terms and conditions, and everything is laid out there very clean and simple. And of course, when you go to other stores, a lot of stores have loyalty programs. They don't allow you to combine and mix and match and do all these things. So of course, we can't do that either. Please make sure this whole system in general, you're very well versed, and you know how to explain it to everybody who walks in the door. Please listen to some of our senior associates explain this first before you attempt this on your own, because this is something we take very seriously, and our guests, of course, love this. We never want to misrepresent. Now, the way you can pre-qualify guests as well as, we mentioned that you don't want to sign anybody up from across the country or across the state. You know, the program works the best. It's a loyalty program. It rewards them for dining with us. So if they don't dine, they're not going to get rewarded. So you simply have to explain to people, it works best if you eat here 4 times a year, and that's not a lot. I mean, it'll work on 2 times, it'll work on 1 time, but for them to really see the value of it and get the most out of all the offers, 4 times is ideal. Of course, more than that is absolutely welcome. So sometimes a guest will come in, a member, and say, it's my birthday month and I never, ever got an offer. What's happening here? There's a few different answers for that. First off, they could have just signed up. It usually takes up to 45 days, depending upon the date that they sign up, for them to actually start receiving things in the mail. Now, 45 days is an extreme, but it could be the worst possible case. And if they didn't give us, remember in the beginning, I talked about how to get all their information correctly. If we don't have a correct email, a correct mailing address, it's simply going to get bounced back, and their offer is going to be stuck who knows where, but they're never going to get their offer. And of course, they remembered that they signed up for a free birthday or they're in our loyalty program. So it's very important to make sure you understand why they didn't get it and follow the proper steps in the beginning. Now, if a guest does come in and does not have an offer and needs to look it up, that's easy, because you'll be trained as well how to go onto our iPad and look up each guest, each member, and find out where their offers are, find out exactly who they are, find out if their email address, if their mailing address is correct. And if it gets too technical, of course, Jamie and I can simply step in and really get technical on that program and really find out exactly when their offer was mailed, where it was mailed, and all things like that. It's a very accurate system. The best way to make sure a guest gets credited for their points if they don't have their card is for you personally to go into the iPad, go into the app at the end of the night, and make sure that you have, of course, you have to get their full name, get as much information as you can as possible from them, and make sure it's gone. You go into their account and actually credit them for their purchase that evening. It's such a simple thing to do. If you have any questions, please ask any of our senior associates, ask myself, ask Jamie. We're more than happy to help you. The main thing is this is a huge success for us. This is where we spend our marketing money. We don't take out full-page ads or half-page ads in papers and newspapers, because we feel once a guest has walked in the door, they're more likely to walk back in the door, especially if we keep communicating with them. And if we remember their birthday. I mean, that's the #1 celebration that people go out to eat at restaurants.